Hey sunshines, it's Chance and I'm back with y'all with a back to school video, back to school series, whatever you want to call it. If y'all most definitely want me to make a series after this video, just let me know and I will do it. I know I have been busy and I've barely had time to film as is, but I am making time. Trust me, y'all. I got y'all, okay? So if you're reading the title of this video, then you know it would be about college housing, picking roommates, all that stuff, and my college housing experience. I know y'all can't wait to see that. So keep watching and stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so first of all, I just want to say, weigh your housing options. I don't know how bad I can stress this. I'm telling you, due to my horrible experience, weigh your housing options. So at UCSD is basically split into 6 different colleges. So there's let me go in order. Revelle, Muir, Marshall. Well, I'm forgetting one. I'm just gonna say them. Revelle, Muir, Marshall, 6. Wow. Warren, and I don't remember the 6th one. There's 6 colleges at UCSD. Each one has their own set of dorms, and then they also have their own set of apartments. Most colleges that I know of, you can't move into an apartment unless you're like at least a second year, or you're in some type of special program or some type of specialty housing. Me, for example, if you guys seen my vlogs in the past, you can see that I lived in an apartment. I lived in an apartment because I did the specialized housing. At UCSD, we had ABD LLC housing, which stood for African Black Diaspora Living Learning Community. I didn't learn shit but not to trust these hoes, okay? That's a whole nother story. Weigh your options. That was honestly the worst housing decision I could have ever made. But yeah, so you know, some colleges will have specialized housing. The ABD LLC is aka black housing at UCSD. So you may have like Chicano housing, black housing, international housing, regular housing, all that other stuff. Also, when it comes to housing, please try to think of what type of room you want. I know a lot of schools give you the housing option to choose a single, a double, or a triple. I know singles are very hard to come across, trust me, I know. But weigh your options. If you do not like people, please try to get a single. Now, if you can deal with one person, like me, for example, I grew up as if I was the only child. I never really had to share a room. So I decided to get a double. Before my roommate started acting fake as fuck, our double was actually really, like, it was cool. Like, I didn't mind. We both had, like, our little space. We actually were hella close. Keyword, were. But, if you like people, do one. I feel like 3 is a crowd because there's always going to be one person left out. And I knew this one friend that I had who lived in, I think she lived in Revelle. And she lived in a triple. And she hated it because both her roommates was a little off and one of them stank, and she used to always be in my house. So yeah, 3 is a crowd. And then some will even have quads. I've seen a few rooms like that. Quads are way too much, unless I know at UCSD the quads are huge. So if you can do that, do it. Also, keep in mind money, your parents' money, financial aid, all that stuff. If you cannot afford a single, me personally, I always say don't take out loans because I got a $2,000 loan I got to pay back and I'm about to pay it back. So, you know, but if I didn't have it like that, or I don't work as hard as I do, I wouldn't be able to pay it back. But I always say don't really take out loans. But, you know, if you need somewhere to stay, take out a small loan, no more than $2,000. But don't take out $10,000 loans and stuff to have a single, an apartment with a balcony. You don't need all that. You're in college. You're there to learn, not to live and be on vacation. Okay, this is not a hotel. Picking roommates. I don't know how bad I can stress this. So back to my roommate. I met her in April of 2016. Mind you, I got to UCSD in September of 2016. BSU, it's called the overnight program. BSU, Spaces, and I think there was another, the engineering track. There's 3 tracks. I met her on the BSU track. We were both cool. Their BSU was hella cool when I went, and that's how I met her. Mind you, we were at UCSD for 3 days, so we basically spent the night for like 2.5, 3 days. That's how I met her. Her and I were like this the whole little. Mind you, I did not know her before. After the fact, her and I followed each other on social media or whatever. We text, we kept in contact. If you do just so happen to go on a trip like that, and you meet someone who you're hella close to, cool, request each other as roommates. But keep in mind, you do not know this person fully. This person would do a whole 360 on that ass and you'll be like, what's going on? So that's what my roommate did to me. She was cool for the first September, October, November. The first 3 months she was hella cool, but then, you know, people get to your head and people start to act funny. But, you know, if you find a friend like that, hey, go for it. I advise you to request them as a roommate, but keep in mind they may switch up on you and you'll never know. So, y'all, I'm gonna group chat my best friend and my cousin. My best friend just talked some dots after I was like playing some wrong. Like, bitch, dot, bitch, we know you gotta go to work. Anyway, if you meet someone like that, I say you should request them, but if you don't know how to feel when it comes to having roommates, then, you know, try to get a single. But I'm just letting y'all know, it's so hard to get a damn single your first year of college. So don't go in there expecting like a single and a big ass. Like, no, there's not that many singles. Also, when it comes to the whole roommate situation, I know like some schools have apartments. Like I was saying, UCSD did have apartments, and in my apartment there was myself along with 4 other females. But if you're gonna live in an apartment that has multiple rooms, keep in mind how many people you're living with. Because there was a total of 5 of us. There was 4 rooms, 1 living room, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, 5 females. That shit ain't gonna work out. I don't know why I didn't weigh my damn options before going, but yeah. Like I said, I shared the room and the other 3 ladies had their own room. So keep in mind how many people you're living with in total if you're gonna live in an apartment. Also, if you're doing a dorm, keep in mind how many people are on your floor. If you're doing the whole suite thing, keep in mind how many people are in your suite. If you feel like you can't do a suite and you rather just have a tiny room, then do that, boo. Do what's best for you. Y'all, sorry for my voice. Like, ugh. Keep in mind who you're living with. Like, how many people you're living with. Because even for all of us, it was a whole new experience to be. I'm not even just going to say me. If you're going to do a randomized roommate, like, you know, whatever. Because it's just like that, to be honest. It's college. Houses don't really give a fuck. They got 10,000 other people calling that same day. So if you do the whole random roommate thing, make sure you, like, you know, get your private items such as a mini fridge and things to keep your personal private items in your area of the room. I would do a video on that probably later. But yeah, that's it when it comes to roommates. Also, so in addition to the roommate thing, if you are going to have roommates and you are going to live in a suite or apartment, decide what everyone is doing or what everyone is buying. So for my household that I live with, one thing I could say they were good with until like we really kind of moved in and like, you know, shit started getting used. But we all made a group chat, because you do find out your roommates before it's move-in day. We all made a group chat and decided what we're going to do. So like this one girl, I'm trying not to use names. Hey, I'm going to buy kitchen things. Oh yeah, I'm also going to buy this for the kitchen. Hey, I'm going to bring a TV for the living room. Hey, I'm going to bring this. My thing was the bathroom. If you guys have a living room, you guys should all contribute. 2 of the girls, since 3 of the roommates moved in before me and the girl who I actually shared a room with, they had already had kitchen stuff. You know, they had to eat. They got there 2 weeks before us. So, you know, somebody decides on who's going to buy pots and pans. I don't advise sharing food at all. Like, unless it's just like, this is that. Unless y'all say it when you buy it, be like, hey, this is for the house. But it's only for you. But if it's only for you, make sure you let them know that, or put your stuff in a Ziploc with your name on it. For the things that were mine, I did used to like put my name on it and they knew. Well, except for my damn ice cream, but that's a whole nother story. Up next is like buying personal containers and plan how you're going to keep your things private. So if you're going to like, you know, share rooms, or even if you got a room to yourself, you'll never know. Like, it's college, people can break in, you'll never know. Buy personal like tubs of things. Y'all, I still have my shoes and like the little big old containers with a lid that you can put on it and you can flip up the top. I have my shoes in those. I have 2 of those because I didn't want my shoes to be everywhere, because even at my house my shoes aren't everywhere. Also, I have these personal little, I don't know how you call these little bins. I had these personal little bins where I kept all my personal items at 2 of them. I probably may do a haul because I still have, ow, my stuff here. Maybe if you guys want me to do a haul, please request once. I still have all these bins that I'm telling you guys to get. They're very cheap at Target, Walmart, $2, $3 or whatever. Go get them. But get bins and plastic containers. Also for food, get storage containers. Get a lot of them. Like, I bought a box that came with like 10 of them. So 10 little storage containers and 10 tops. I got those. If you want to see them, like I said, let me know. But buy a lot of storage containers and, like, you know, section off your stuff, because you're not being mean. You just don't want anybody to use your shit. Like, simple as that. So y'all, I'm out. See y'all later, and bye, sunshines.